Dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about roles of a manager. Manager is the head of the organization of one or two divisions. He has to play many roles. What are the roles he has to play and how his role will improve the company's name and firm, productivity, profit, all those things we are going to discuss in this video. Before going to that, we have to understand the differences between manager and entrepreneur. You come across the word entrepreneur. It is a fascinating word which will influence the country's economy. Nowadays, governments are focusing main on entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a person who is starting his own business at his own risk. He won't answer to anyone. He has to organize and manage his business by taking the risk, whether he may get profit or loss. But everything goes along with him only. It will not affect others. So challenging and risk-taking person who is running an organization on his own is called entrepreneur. Whereas a manager is entirely different. Manager in an organization is entirely different from entrepreneur. Here the manager is the person who is responsible for planning and directing the work of a group of individuals, monitoring their work and taking corrective action when necessary. So he is a responsible person. He will be working under the top management and he has to get the work done from his subordinates. He has to monitor the individuals also, and if anything goes wrong or out of the way, he has to take corrective action. That is called manager. We can discuss some characteristics. Based on the characteristics, we can say the differences between manager and entrepreneur. Behavioral characterized by desire of control, whereas the manager is a delegation of authority. So from the top management, the authority will be dedicated to middle management, and from the middle management, it will go to the lower level line managers. The management style, entrepreneur is a one-man show, whereas the manager is part of a team, management team. Driving force, for entrepreneur, the person should have some creativity and innovation, whereas manager should establish and preserve the status of quo. The growth of the organization depends on rapid reaction, whereas here strategic planning, conceptual planning, long-term planning. The strategic planning by manager is a long-term planning as well as conceptual planning, whereas the entrepreneur, he would react immediately, rapid reaction. The structure, if you discuss, the entrepreneur is informal and flexible. There is no hierarchy, whereas the manager, there is a hierarchy. It is organized top to bottom. Decision making, which is very, very important in any organization. Entrepreneur intuitive, whereas manager, he has to collect information and take scientific management decision. Decision making is a vital role for companies' growth. It will be sometimes sensitive, so we should be very careful while taking the decision. So these are some characteristics based on when we have discussed about manager and entrepreneur. When we come to the types of managers, sales manager who looks after the sales department and sets the targets for sales personnel. So this much quantity or this much volume the person has to sell today. Daily target will be there or monthly target will be there. Those things will be fixed by sales manager. and based on the performance, he will fix the target. And for the target achieved, the incentives will be given to the sales personnel. All those things will be taken care by sales manager. If you come to the finance manager, he is responsible for financial activities, cash inflow, cash outflow. All those things will be taken care by finance manager. Human resource manager, HR, responsible for financial sources, that is sorry, human resources, recruitment, salary fixation, promotion, welfare of employees. If appraisal, if anything goes out of the way or wrong way, punishment. All those things will be taken care by HR. Product development manager, he is a technical person. It is a technical division for developing new product based on the innovation, product innovation. Sometimes the existing product will obsolete in near future. So he should not wait the existing product to become obsolete. By anticipating, he has to start developing the new product. That is the important role. He should not wait. In another 2 years, this product will become obsolete, means now itself he has to start thinking about the change in the product, or he has to go for the new product. Then only the company will grow. Daily basis, he has to think new innovations, novelty, and how to improvise the existing product. So we should not keep the obsolete product, then it will become overstock only. We could not, the consumers will not purchase if the obsolete things are there in the market. So anticipating the requirement of the customer and consumer, he has to plan in advance. That is, innovation is very much essential for product development manager. So day by day he has to discuss, and yearly once he has to bring out new products. In pictorial representation, just for easy understanding, and what does a manager do? As we have discussed, plan, organize and implement. He has to direct the employees, and he has to evaluate the employees, and for them he has to give some incentives, awards, and he also monitor the goals achieved, whether we have achieved the fixed target. That is also duty of a manager. The general manager, that is a top manager, he has to oversee the daily routine work. He has to report and engage corporate officers. Decide strategy for business growth, long-term conceptual planning. And he has to engage the customer activities. He has to interact with the customers, keep live with the customers. He has to pursue targeted goals and objectives. He has to direct employees and delegate administrative tasks. These are the roles of general manager. This is manager objectives and responsibilities. As part of not only getting the work done from the employees, he has also take care of the health and safety of the workforce. The manager should not aim only extracting the work from the employees, getting the work done from the employees. It's a major role. Along with that, he has to concentrate on employees' health and safety, and in a friendly manner, he has to develop a superior workforce team. He has to develop to ensure the meeting of the target fixed, and maintaining the employees' work schedule in time. The employees have to complete the work. That also he has to ensure by delegating responsibilities and providing oversight and direction. If you talk about the skills, the top management requires strategic or conceptual skills, middle management, human skills, supervisory manager, that is low level managers, should have technical skills. If you look at this bar graph, the top manager has to spend more time on a strategic and the conceptual skills. Supervisory manager, that is lower level manager, should also know some human skills and conceptual skills, but a less amount of human and strategy skills may be enough. Role of manager, as we discussed, interpersonal, informational, and decisional role. These are the three types of roles. The interpersonal roles to provide information, that is a relationship and communication with the outside, whereas informational process information, decisional based on the information, the decision should be taken by the manager. In the interpersonal, there are three subcategories like figurehead, leader, and liaison. That is, figurehead means he has to be conduct social, legal, and ceremonial responsibilities and uses those opportunities to motivate members of the organization. He has to play different roles. One person has to play different roles: interpersonal roles, information roles, leadership role, that is responsible for motivation and activation of subordinates, and communicating with the outside, that is liaison. Informational, he has to disseminate from outside to subordinates or from subordinates to middle level, and similarly he has to act as a spokesperson, transmitting information from inside to outside, and he should be well capable of taking correct decision at correct time. So these are the important rules of a manager. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.